Thank you for joining us. You're listening to Are You Shitting Me? I'm Aaron.
And I'm Brett. Welcome to the MMXXIV finale.
Is that the actual Roman numerals of it?
Yes.
I never learned my Roman numerals, man.
I had to look it up.
I know the ones and the V's, and I know the X, and that's basically it. But nothing past 9, really, or 10, and that's basically where I learned. Yeah.
Yeah. MMXXIV is 10, 10, and 4, so 24. So, yeah.
There you go.
1,000. I guess M's 1,000, right?
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I guess so. Welcome to the season finale. Before we jump into it, please be sure to find us on your socials, aysm.show, or on Untapped, aysm_show. You can also find us online at aysm.show. So what are we drinking today? Let's just jump right into it. These cans are so freaking little cute.
So we're drinking Little Buddy.
Little Buddy.
Little Buddy. It's by Hopewell Brewing Company out of Chicago, Illinois.
It's a.
Just so you know, they're not far from the Logan Square neighborhood. This can, what size is this?
It's got to be like a 4 ounce, 6 ounce can.
Right. It's like half the size of a regular can. This is a American light lager, is what I found. Comes in at a whopping 4.2%.
Okay, nice one to start off the morning here with.
Yeah. It is early.
It's very clear.
So it's 10 IBUs. Yeah, that's well done, guys. That looks good.
Oh man, it smells really good. Really fruity.
Does not taste fruity. Got a slight sweetness to it, but
yeah,
I don't know, like drinking like not a Miller Lite, something like that, like a light beer.
Yeah, a little bit more. I don't know if it's malt flavor to it.
Tastes like water.
Yeah.
Yeah,
a little bit more malt flavor to it or something to it. But yeah, it's pretty good. I dig it.
Yeah, it's got like a straw color to it. According to what I found on the internet, they won bronze for the World Beer Cup for this, and the Great American Beer Festival, they got silver back in 2019.
Congratulations, guys. That's awesome.
3.53 out of 5 on Untapped. It's got 4,000 plus ratings. I think that's probably about right. 3.5, and
it's a nice middle of the road beer. I think it's pretty good, and you can't go wrong with it.
You're not going to get shit faced on it.
That's true. Which is
eventually you could, but not right away.
Not with these little cans. Thumbs up. You got to go through at least 2 6-packs.
Yeah. You're like, dude, I had 20 of them. Good job, buddy. That was 40 ounces.
Yeah.
Awesome. Hey, welcome to the season finale, everybody. Aaron, welcome.
Yeah.
This has been quite a year.
Very quite a year. Very much quite a year.
Very quite a year.
Very quite a year. English much?
I speak good. It's been a crazy year. Obviously, we had quite a few things happen this year with AYSM and in the world. I know that we have branched out. We are so global right now with AYSM.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw this, but we've hit Canada, Australia, Germany, Brazil, Russia, Luxembourg, and Ireland.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Get all the redheads listening to us.
It's because of my curly locks that I have on the website, which is aysm.show if anyone's not going there.
I'm sure. It's the kilts that we wear all the time.
That's right.
So we are worldwide.
Yeah, this is actually our last of our short seasons. We're going to be changing our format next year and going a full year long. So season 4 is going to be 26 episodes.
I think we came up with 26 and possibly throwing in a few bonus episodes or something like that. Who knows?
Hell yeah. 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 This year, of course, we split it between seasons 2 and 3. Season 3 here starting around July 4th, which happened to be our first episode. Yeah.
That's right. Anniversary. So I'm looking forward to that. Well, by popular demand, we are bringing you more episodes.
Yeah.
So
that's cool.
Not quite the weekly yet, but baby steps.
Yeah. And I see you've reworked your studio space now.
I have. I've got fancy backdrops and I've got interview chairs, and it's a legit studio.
On-air sign and everything.
What I refer to this room.
I'm digging it.
This is the studio. So that's how Alexa knows it. That's what we refer to it.
Right on.
Give a real quick summary update for everybody in case you can't find it online. But right now, the number one episode is still Rock 91.
That was a fun episode anyway.
That was a good episode, and followed by the trailer. And I think there's quite a difference in the number of listens between the two. But
yeah.
So the number 2 episode is the Triller episode, followed by The Truth About Poop. That was one of the very first ones, wasn't it?
That was one of the first ones, actually. Speaking of one of the first ones we've done, our second episode this season was McDonald's meals, which, if you recall, we recorded that way early on before we even actually released anything. It was probably one of the, I don't know, maybe the first 5 episodes we recorded in my basement. That was cool.
Probably a good thing that we recorded that one a while ago, because I'm not too sure that there's that many McDonald's related beers that we could have paired with it. It was, but yeah, actually, interesting enough, our fastest growing episode so far this season, the most listens right out of the gate. Do you know what it is?
I'm going to say concerts.
Incorrect. Fastest growing. Concerts has quite a few listens, but Tapped Out, our political episode, was the fastest growing episode. Obviously, we're strategic about when we release certain episodes. Yeah. That one came out the day before the election. So I think people were probably searching for different election stuff. But yeah, that was our fastest growing episode.
Interesting. I enjoyed that discussion. That was nice. It was nice to actually talk politics without talking sides for a change.
Absolutely.
Especially in the political season. It's so divisive one way or the other, and you can't talk to people otherwise. And this was a very nice, I felt like it was a pretty good discussion and pretty grounded discussion all around.
Yeah, definitely one of our more serious episodes without being too serious. Obviously, we had a lot of fun with it, and the conversation was entertaining to me.
Yeah, Adrian was really knowledgeable too as well, and so I really enjoyed having him on.
I haven't talked to him since that episode came out or since the election. I have to touch base with him and get some updates and insights. So.
Yeah, maybe we have to have him back on now. What now?
Yeah,
what next?
Do a follow. Yeah. What now?
Where do we go from here?
Yeah. Speaking of episodes, what was your favorite episode of this season?
I liked Superpowers. That was a fun one. It was just, I came up there to record that with you, and that had Chuck in it too, I believe, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And so it was just a nice, I thought that was a fun discussion. How about you?
That was fun. Man, I really enjoyed Dicey Questions with Chuck also.
Yeah.
That was good. Actually, a fan favorite. So
concerts as well. I like that one, so all the ones with like Chuck and Len or Adrian, anytime we have a guest on, I really enjoy those conversations quite a bit.
Yeah. Definitely brings a different element to the whole episode.
Yeah. But the more recent ones, I like the ghost spirits and hauntings ones, though. That was a lot of fun as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I enjoyed that one too. That one's been doing pretty well. It's definitely a seasonal thing, but I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
So still have not gotten a call or an email from anybody inviting us to do any ghost hunting with them, but
Yeah. There's always next year.
Speaking about music and whatnot, I did pull up some information on the top artists from this year. I know these are some of your favorite artists. Do you know who had the most weeks at number 1 as of this recording?
Of top artists of this year?
Yeah. Number 1 artist by total weeks at number 1.
I do not know this one, huh?
Shaboozey.
I do not know who Shaboozey is.
That's weird. Actually, the song is a pretty catchy little song. It's called a bar song, Tipsy. But yeah, it's entertaining. Yeah, look it up. Double the weeks of the next artist.
Interesting.
Morgan Wallen, another one of your favorites.
I don't know any of these people. I've heard of
Post Malone.
I do know who Post Malone is. I don't know I can't say any of his music though.
Actually, one of the reasons that he is up there is he had a duet with, or they contributed together, Morgan Wallen and Post Malone. And because of that, they both have more weeks than other people.
Gotcha.
So,
gotcha.
Yeah, look it up. A bar song. It's a catchy little tune.
Okay, I will.
But I knew you would have no idea who that was.
Why do you say that? You say I don't stay up on current teen trends of music.
Look it up. It's like I said, it's a fun little song.
I will.
Shaboozey.
I will check it out.
A bar song.
Right on.
Yeah. Awesome. What about some of the big events that happened this year? You have any that you recall?
I mean, besides the election, no.
That's it. It was all politics all year. It felt that way, didn't it?
It did feel like that. And it feels like it's just getting worse and worse. Like it's all anyone can talk about. And we just keep going further and further away. And so I think it's probably right now really fresh because we did just have the election a few weeks back, and it's still probably really fresh in my mind, but it just seems that's all we've been talking about. That's all the news has been.
It just didn't want to end.
Yeah.
That's how it felt. We had so many crazy events this election cycle. It was just,
oh, right. Like the assassination attempts, 2 of them, which is nuts. Right.
And then Joe Biden withdrawing from re-election.
It was
we had Harris who just, it felt like it fell into her lap. And I know it didn't just fall into her lap, but it felt like there was no discussion about any other candidates. It was just like, Biden's out, boom, it's you by default. So, and of course, as we discussed in our Tapped Out episode about politics, again, like I don't understand how we don't have more candidates, and people don't need to write in. I know that there were more candidates, but you didn't know who any of these people were. You had eight different parties or whatever it was, 6 different parties on the ballot for president and vice president. And you're like, man, I've never heard of these people.
See, we didn't hear. All I had was Republican and Democrat. I didn't see anything else.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. You didn't have Jill Stein was still on there, and RFK. Is that his name?
Yeah, no, I didn't. I don't remember seeing them, but maybe I just didn't. Maybe I skipped over them because I wasn't interested in them. But I don't remember seeing them on our ballots. But maybe that was.
Yeah.
But didn't we talk about some of them? They can't. Some of them they weren't on states, right? They didn't make it to some states, right?
Yeah, I don't know that all the candidates were on for every state. So yeah, every state's different. Jill Stein and Kennedy, they both withdrew from the election, and yet they're still on the ballot and got votes.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, right. That's true. I did see that. Yeah. We had the Olympics. The Summer Olympics was this year was in Paris. That was cool. Did you get to watch any of that stuff?
Did you see me at the Olympics? There was the guy waving the flag up in the stands. No,
no, I didn't see that. I missed that one. Yeah. What event?
The one.
Yeah. Do we have anything else major going on this year? I'm sure there has to have been, but I can't think of anything else right now. I'm literally drawing a blank because I think I'm just so brainwashed from the politics and from the political season.
Just numb.
Yeah.
Yeah. We had a couple different things that, President Putin won re-election again in Russia. Not
quote won.
Not a huge surprise.
Right.
And of course, everybody claims that the vote was neither free nor fair. Yeah. Remember the bridge, the Francis Scott Key Bridge?
Yeah, that was
Baltimore,
crazy to watch.
Right? I remember waking up that morning and the bridge fell. What? Yeah, that cargo ship, you know how fast he was going?
He was just
9 miles an hour.
Yeah, I would say he was crawling, but with the amount of weight behind it, though, like it's not stoppable.
That's right. The massive weight. He just couldn't stop.
What gets me is though they knew there were problems of it in port and they still let it go out, which is I don't know.
Yeah,
obviously
I feel for those people who are still on the bridge. That sucks.
Yeah, exactly. They're just there to do their work, and all of a sudden you're in the water. It's cold. What?
Yeah, I don't know the updates, but I'd heard that they had, first of all, they were doing construction and it was like early morning. So that definitely helped. Fewer casualties, but I had heard that at one point they finally blocked traffic so that no other cars were coming on. But yeah, what about the people that were on the bridge? Those employees, like,
right.
That sucks.
Yeah.
So actually Odysseus was the first private spacecraft to land on the moon. So I don't know if you saw that. That was like back in February.
I don't think I even knew that happened. Was it in the news?
So Intuitive Machines is a U.S. company. Yeah. So it wasn't people, just to be clear. They just landed a craft, although it ended up tipping on its side during the process. And I think, it's gone.
Dope.
So, and then actually speaking of space, the Ingenuity helicopter with NASA was on Mars, and it had 72 flights, and it was, which first of all, it was the first aircraft to fly on another planet. Cool. At least the first one that we're aware of.
Yeah.
And then it was only supposed to last 5 flights and about a month. And the thing, like I said, 72 flights. Cool.
Wow. Yeah, I did not know that.
Space.
That's interesting. I used to be really into all that stuff, like NASA, and anytime the space shuttle went off, we watched it and that kind of stuff. And I don't know, as I got older, I've just gotten out of it. I don't follow it as much. I like the stuff. I love the photos that we get from the new telescope up there. but I just haven't quite just tracked it as much anymore. I don't think they make it as exciting anymore, you know?
I think that we'll have some of that change when we start looking at the manned flights again.
Yeah.
So
I think you're right. Yeah. Because right now it's just everything's routine until we get someone else back up there and someone's landing on there and walking on them. You're right. I agree with you completely.
Yeah. I know we talked about that in one of the episodes. Two things come to mind. I know that they're planning a manned flight soon-ish. You talk about the private spacecraft that fell on the moon, more space junk that we need to go and clean up.
We keep talking about that episode.
Lunar litter bug.
Oh, yes. Obviously, there was lots of climate issues, major floods, major world issues with climate, which is crazy. I don't know where we're going with that and how we're going to reverse that at all. I don't think we're going to be able to.
I think the best we could do is slow things down right now.
Yeah.
So
at least it doesn't happen in our lifetime.
Correct. Be lucky if anything changes by the time we have grandkids, if we're lucky enough to have them. Okay. There were some famous people that died this year. I don't know if you looked at the list.
I have not.
Did you prepare for this episode?
I did not.
Dude, Louis Gossett Jr. died this year.
Did he really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
87.
Oh, I liked him. He was a good actor.
Yeah, he was fun. Yeah, let's test your knowledge. Phil Lesh, player from the Grateful Dead.
Oh, okay. Yes. I did not know his name.
This year. He was 84 years old. Back in October, he died. Dude, Quincy Jones.
Oh, I did hear that. Guy. Yeah, that one's a big one. That was.
Yeah. Yeah. He obviously best known for helping Michael Jackson with his
Beat It.
Beat It and whatever that album was. Yeah.
Thriller album, right?
Yeah. Remember Terry Garr?
Yeah, that was a bummer. I always thought she was cute.
The actress from Young Frankenstein. That was probably her best role that I remember.
Roll in the hay. Yeah. She was always hot, but I always had a thing for her.
Would you like to roll in the hay? Dude, Donald Sutherland died this year.
Oh, I didn't know that one.
Oh my gosh. You need to watch some news every now and then, dude.
It's all politics, man.
Yeah, it's true. Here's one I know you'll know. Frank Fritz died back in September.
I do not know who that is.
Okay, he was the round co-host of American Pickers. Remember that show? The guys go around looking for antiques in barns and stuff. And yeah, I didn't even hear about that one, but apparently he died.
I don't think I've ever seen that one.
You've never seen American Pickers?
No.
It's a TV show.
Okay.
It's fun. You're into antiques, aren't you?
I am, but it's probably a cable show, right?
I don't know. They probably have an app for it. It's been around forever. Yeah, here's one. You won't know the name, but you'll know who it is. John Ashton. He was Sergeant Taggart in Beverly Hills Cop. Remember? Oh my gosh. Okay.
No.
Here's one I hope you know. James Earl Jones died this year.
I do know James Earl Jones. Yeah, that was a big one. I do remember that. Yeah. I think I've seen Beverly Hills Cop once. Back in the 80s when it came out once, and that was it. Yeah.
What?
I never enjoyed it. It wasn't I don't know. It didn't do anything for me. I didn't think it was funny. I like the Lethal Weapons movies and I like those, but I don't think I've ever watched any more than it one time.
Oh my gosh. How about Phil Donahue? You know who that is?
Oh yeah. A talk show host from the 80s. I thought he was dead already.
Yeah, he was not. He was 88.
But he is now.
I think twice I went to the Phil Donahue show.
Really? And sat in the audience?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Yeah. I had one, I can't remember his real name, but his nickname was the Scud Stud. He was a news reporter for when the first Gulf War broke out.
Oh, I remember that dude.
Women thought he was hot, and so he was the Scud Stud.
Yeah. Yeah. I went to Price is Right. I sat in one of those one time, and I did a Drew Carey show one time out in LA. Yeah.
And now they're combined.
Yeah. Oh, hey.
He's the host.
Is he really?
Yeah.
I thought he was the host for I don't even know.
Dude,
It's way too early in the morning, man, for me to think too much. I have not had enough coffee or beer yet.
Coffee and beer. Oh man,
I have finished Little Buddy already, though. My glass is it's almost empty. It's empty now.
Yeah, I have a small glass left. Yeah. So anyway, Bob Newhart died this year. Shannon Doherty, you know Shannon Doherty, right?
She died from 90210, right?
Yeah, very good, Aaron. Yeah, she died. She had cancer. She had cancer for quite a while. Dude, your favorite Richard Simmons died this year.
I do remember that one. Yeah.
Dr. Ruth. Remember Dr. Ruth?
Dr. Ruth?
The sex
therapist
and TV host.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's the Shelley Duvall died this year.
Oh, yeah. I liked her as an actress. I think she was underrated.
Yeah. She was probably because she had a special, different look to herself, to her face and everything. But you remember, she was the one from The Shining. She was the wife.
Of course. Yeah. Yeah. And Olive Oil and Popeye.
Oh, that's right. Holy cow. I forgot about that one.
She nailed that. She was perfect for that role in that one. That was great.
Oh my God. She absolutely was. Toby Keith, country music superstar. He died. So yeah, a lot of people gone too soon. A lot of these people were older. So
Toby Keith wasn't older though, wasn't he? He was pretty young.
Who?
Toby Keith?
Yeah, Toby Keith was 62.
That's fairly young, yeah.
I mean, I don't know. It's young for me. I'm thinking 100, 105 is probably a good age to go.
Right. Dr. Ruth age is where you really want to go. She was old back in the 80s when she was doing it.
She wasn't she?
I thought so. She always seemed older.
She was 96, dude.
See, that's the way to go right there. If you can get in the 90s, you're good.
Well, we're assuming it wasn't like a horrific car crash. That's the way to go. I don't know. Maybe it's not a good way. Nice.
That's very
true. Big plans for 2025?
None. Nothing at all. I inherited a really cool old muscle car this year. 1971 Cougar.
You finally have muscles.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I was talking over you.
1971 Cougar. And so I'm planning on just working on that and restoring that, and which would be cool.
I like Cougars.
Yeah. Who doesn't, right? Other than that, the band, we have lots of new music we're working on, which is really cool. And that's pretty much it.
What's the name of your band?
Humans Among Us. You can find us online as well at Spotify and all that good stuff. Yeah. Yeah. We have space rock and kind of a little bit of funk, a little bit of jazz kind of stuff in there too. So it's cool. I dig it.
Awesome.
I bet you all will too if you listen to it. So go check us out.
Give it a try.
How about you? Any big plans for the year?
Nothing yet. Just trying to finish out this year and get through it and the holidays and all that good stuff. Other than that, no big plans.
Yeah. Except for a nice giant season 4, which is going to be a lot of fun. 26 episodes coming.
Dude, I'm looking forward to this. I think we have some really good topics.
I think so too. Do you want to give them a few hints on a couple of them we're going to be talking about?
No.
No?
Yeah, I'm just kidding. No, actually, due to popular demand, I think we're going to do another spin on the dicey questions. That seemed to go pretty well. I think we'll do another twist on that. That was fun.
Mm-hmm. We may be revisiting some other old episodes as well, like one of our popular ones you mentioned earlier, the poop episode. We have a follow-up episode coming for you as well, Montezuma's Revenge, which is going to be very fun. And we'll be talking about some of our favorite movies that over the years. We'll be having some more music episodes, of course, phobias, lots of cool ones, I think. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a really good season.
I'm looking forward to it. I enjoy doing this, and hopefully we still have listeners and we can continue this for a while.
Hopefully next year, are we shooting for a specific country? We're going to try for Jamaica or China?
Yeah,
Philippines.
I think, yeah, you know what? Philippines would be fun. I think Jamaica would be cool too. All these countries I'd like to get out and go visit and do a show from there. That'd be cool.
Yeah, we do need to plan on that. We keep saying we're going to do that and we haven't done it yet. So we do need to try to figure out a place to go record and do some cool stuff like that.
I agree. Australia was the first place outside of the United States that we had listeners. I think we should probably do a show about Australia and try to figure out how to get down there and record.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Cool.
Yeah, that'd be
It's going to be a lot of fun. So, I think the season is going to be really cool. We've got some nice things lined up for sure, which is going to be great. I'm looking forward to it.
Are we going to be doing something for Billy Joel's birthday?
We probably will.
I already have plans. I don't know. I didn't know if you wanted to tag along, join me for that.
We will see.
Like, yay. Billy's a big listener to the show. He really enjoys everything that we do.
I've heard that.
From me. Because I've said it.
That's right. Nice. I'm gonna give a shout out to this beer again. I have finished my beer officially. Lil Buddy, LIL, Lil Buddy by Hopewell Brewing Company, Chicago, Illinois. I liked it. Actually, it was a nice, refreshing one. It really didn't feel like it was too harsh to jump into. Like I said, early in the morning. We are recording this early in the morning, so
it is early. Yeah, I think this is just a regional distribution, so you might not be able to find this in California or anywhere else, but delicious. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, and the cans are cool too, so I dig it. Right on.
It's so cute, isn't it? Yeah. Just like us.
Thank you for listening to us. We really do appreciate you all tuning in to us and listening to all of our episodes. We really do enjoy doing this. And we appreciate the suggestions that you guys have sent in to us too. We really do try to look at those and consider those as topics we want to talk into. So thank you all. We really do appreciate you. Yeah,
actually, we had somebody reach out to us through email, which you can find at our website, www.aysm.show. Yeah, got an email and got a suggestion for some episodes.
Oh, cool. Right on.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. You told me we had some, but I didn't know it was an email. I thought it was like, I thought just some friends had said that to me. That's really cool.
No, email. We had nothing. Nobody likes to chat on social media. But email was how we got it. I would love for some listeners to connect with us on Instagram or Facebook and reach out, tell us some ideas that you might have, see if we can incorporate it into this next year.
Yeah. Or if you want to be a guest on here, why not? Hey, we would consider that too.
Why not? Yeah. If you're hilarious like us and enjoy beer, we could probably work this out.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much. I am Aaron.
I'm Brett.
What are we going to talk about next time? What's our first? let's give them our hint of our first episode for season 4.
Oh, very first episode for season 4 is